ईश्वरीं सर्वभूतानां तामेव श्रियम्. Lighting up the diya. Om Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayani Manjamurti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. Please pause on the part. Om Malyadini Sugandhini Malyatyani Ve Prabhu Mayani Tani Pushpani Grihana Parameshwara. Lighting up incense. Om Vanaspatira Sodhuto Gandhadyo Gandhautama Agriya Sarva Devana Tupoyam Pratigrihyata. Offering up the Naivedyam. Om Brahmapanam Brahmavir Brahmano Brahmanautam Brahmevadena Gantavyam Brahmakarama Samadhina Hari Om Tat Sat.
So hand you over to my group. Lead us in a few bhajans and kirtans before we begin a very short pravachan this morning.
One, sound check. 1, 2, 3. निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण गणपति चरण जग दुख हरण गणपति चरण जग दुख हरण निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण संताप सब मन के हरे मंगल सदा गणपति करे संताप सब मन के हरे मंगल सदा गणपति करे मन कर रहा प्रातः स्मरण मन कर रहा प्रातः स्मरण निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण बल बूढ़ी के तुम देवता भर भक्ति बल बूढ़ी के तुम देवता भर भक्ति हृदय सेवता शंकर सुहन तारन तरन शंकर सुवन तारन तरन निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण निषदिन नमो गणपति चरण तुम्हारी कृपा वे अंत है, दीनों पे तू दयावंत है। तुम्हारी कृपा वे अंत है, दीनों पे तू दयावंत है। हम आ गए तेरी शरण, हम आ गए तेरी शरण। निश दिन नमो गणपति चरण, निश दिन नमो गणपति चरण। गणपति चरण जग दुख हरण, गणपति चरण जग दुख हरण। निश दिन नमो गणपति चरण, निश दिन नमो गणपति चरण, निश दिन नमो गणपति चरण।
कन्हैया कन्हैया तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा। वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा, वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा। कन्हैया कन्हैया तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा। वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा, वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा। गोकुल में आया मथुरा में आ, गोकुल में आया मथुरा में आ। छवि प्यारी प्यारी कहीं तो दिखा, छवि प्यारी प्यारी कहीं तो दिखा। अरे सावरे, अरे सावरे देख आके जरा, सुनी सुनी पड़ी है तेरी गाड़ी का। कन्हैया 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 तुझे आना पड़ेगा, आना पड़ेगा। वचन गीता वाला निभाना पड़ेगा, वचन गीता वाला। जमुना के पानी में हलचल नहीं, हलचल नहीं, हलचल नहीं। मधुबन में पहला सा जलचल नहीं, जलचल नहीं, जलचल नहीं। वही कुंज गलियां, वही कुंज गलियां, वही गोपियां छनकती मगर कोई जाग
श्री राम जय राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम कहे हनुमाना सुनो वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम सुनो वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। श्री राम कहे हनुमाना सुनो वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। तू सीता खबर सुनाए तू सीता खबर सुनाए, मेरा मन की शोक मिटाए। क्या लंकापुरी में ताना, क्या लंकापुरी में ताना, वचन कहो परमाना। तू वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम सुनो वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। सागर में सेतु बनाया सागर में सेतु बनाया, सब लच कर पार लगाया। वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। श्री राम कहे हनुमाना सुनो वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। लक्ष्मण के जान बिछाए लक्ष्मण की जान बिछाई, शब राक्षस से न गिराए। रावण दश शीश उड़ाना, रावण दश शीश उड़ाना, वचन कहो परमाना। सुन वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। श्री राम कहे हनुमाना सुनो वचन कहो परमाना, वचन कहो परमाना। मम काम किया बरी बारी मम काम किया बरी बारी मम काम किया बरी बारी तुम जीवो वश सचारी ब्रह्मानंद भोग सुख नाना ब्रह्मानंद भोग सुख नाना वचन कहो परमाना सुनो वचन कहो परमाना वचन कहो परमाना श्री राम कहे हनुमाना सुन वचन कहो परमाना वचन कहो परमाना श्री राम श्री राम श्री राम सुन वचन कहो परमाना वचन कहो परमाना।
हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ मधुर मुरलिया कैसे डरी जिया धीर रे भोरे भये बाजे मधुर मुरलिया कैसे डरे जिया धीर रे भोरे भये बाजे मधुर मुरलिया मधुबन बाजे वृंदावन बाजे तत जमुना के तीर मधुबन बाजे वृंदावन बाजे तत जमुना के तीर ऐसे कदम पे बंसी बजावे ऐसे कदम पे बंसी बजावे कृपा जमुना तीर रे भोरे भये बाजे मधुर मुरलिया कैसे रे दिया जीर रे भोरे भये बाजे मधुर मुरलिया दर्द न जाने पीर न जाने शाम हरा पे पी दर्द न जाने पीर न जाने शाम हरा पे पी मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर आकर जात अधीर रे भोरे भये बाजे मधुर मुरलिया कैसे डरे जिया धीर रे भोरे भये बाजे मधुर मुरलिया
मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान लाख समाते ने काए तेरे जैसे लाखों आए लाखों इस समाते ने काए रहा न नाम निशान रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान झूठी माया झूठी काया वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया झूठी माया झूठी काया वो तेरा जो हरि गुण गाया जप ले हरि का नाम रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान माया का अंधकार निराला बाहर उजला भीतर काला माया का अंधकार निराला बाहर उजला भीतर काला इसको तू पहचान रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान तेरे पास है हीरे मोती मेरे मन मंदिर में ज्योति तेरे पास है हीरे मोती मेरे मन मंदिर में ज्योति कौन हुआ धन्यवान रे वंदे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान रे वंदे ज्योति तेरी शान रे मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान मत कर तू अभिमान
Bole Shri Adi Shakti Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. Wonderful bhajans. We'll probably have a few more at the end. Devotees, let us put our hands together, close our eyes and bow our heads. This morning's short pravachan comes from, or is inspired by, the pages of the Devi Bhagavatam. Let us invoke the presence of Bhagwan Ganapati, the remover of obstacles, impediments, stress, troubles, trials, tribulations, whatever negativities that inhabit our thoughts. We ask that they be removed. And there taking her seat, Devi Mata Saraswati, the goddess of speech, music, wisdom, enlightened intellect. We also pray to the lotus-like feet of the various gurus and acharyas that would have blessed our path. We pray to Devi Mata, the divine goddess to whom we pay our prostrations. Let us pray. Om वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वते नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। जयन्ते मङ्गलाकाले भद्रकाले कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवधात्रे स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। प्रेम से बोले श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। So devotees, this month, I know it's a very auspicious month. It's the month where we herald that most auspicious time of Deepavali. And by the way, those of you who are wishing anyone any auspicious time, please check your spell check on your WhatsApp, because I've been given, many greetings saying, have a very suspicious Diwali. Make sure it's auspicious and not suspicious. So just double check your spelling, your spell check, okay? So Deepavali, and then we usher into this period of Kartik, and we go to the seashore or to the rivers, and we pay our obeisance to Ganga Mata in her various manifestations. Now, we know the story of Bhagirath and him praying for so much thousands of years to be able to bring Ganga Mata to earth and purify the ashes of his ancestors. That is one of the common stories. Today we're going to look at how Ganga Mata evolved into this worship today, and also its practical application for us in today's society. So, before we begin, we join in the Devi Bhagavad Sumiran. Gauri Shambhu Gira Guru Govinda Ganapati Gang सुमिरे व्यास भाष करत देवी कथा प्रसंग जासो देहमति मति विषय स्थित तजो जगमात मति न लेखत जेहि रूप को मति पेरक रुखदान सकल निगम उत्तम समानी श्रीलेखा जगवन मातु भवानी के चरण नमो नमः सुख खन तरुण चंद्र शिर दया मया कर अनकुश रूपास मंदहास्ययुत भक्त के कातत सब दुख त्रास श्री शंकर आचार्य रो माता पिता शिरनाय देवी भागवत ग्रंथ की भाषा लिखत बनायो देवी भाषा लिखत बनाय भाषा लिखत बनायो देवी भाषा लिखत बनाए। प्रेम से बोले श्री आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। So devotees, there once, one day, in Vaikunt Lok, Bhagwan Shri Vishnu had 3 wives. Now immediately the story, from the time you hear that, you know that something is going to happen. Because anytime you have 3 persons in an environment or in a confined space, be them wives or otherwise, there is always some issue, not so? So those 3 wives were namely Ganga, Saraswati, and Lakshmi. Now, they are not in the form of rivers, but they are in the form of Devis in Vaikunt Lok. And Bhagwan Shri Vishnu has, as these 3 consorts, a lot of responsibilities. But one day, when he was out, he was not there present, the 3 of them, they started to, have a little bickering among themselves. And what was it about? We chant Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Lakshmi Saraswati Ganga Tisro Bharya Harerapi Premna Samasta Tishti Satatam Hari Sannidhau Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Vibhurjahastaravakyam namiksha chachacham tora Shamma chakrarta drishtva Lakshmi naiva saraswati Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. प्रेम से बोले श्री आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय। लक्ष्मी सरस्वती गंगा तीसरो भार्य हरेरपि. Lakshmi, Saraswati and Ganga, the 3 wives of Lord Hari, they are all equally loved. Because that is one of the prerequisites of you having multiple anything, that you must love them equally. Maybe not love them alike, but love them equally. So you have 3 children, for example, 2 children. And you're supposed to love them equally, but you may not necessarily love them alike. Parents will know what I'm speaking about, not so? You may not love them similarly, but you will love them equally. Understand? Means simply that each one may require love or is destined for love in a particular way. Or the manifestation of that love, I should say, would be in a particular way. So, he loved all of them, equally. But then one day, Ganga Mata, is looking at her beloved, looking at Bhagwan Shri Vishnu, with a smile on her lips. But then, Vibhu, seeing this, Lord Narayan himself, Lord Vishnu, he started to look back at Ganga Mata, and he also smiled. Now you can imagine what's going to happen to the other two. What is going to happen to Lakshmi Mata and Saraswati? Now remember, these are just stories. They are stories because these Devis have to come to the earth in the form of rivers. So things are put in place so that something is done, so that they are brought down to Bharat Desh, to India. So he says that seeing Lakshmi Mata, seeing this, she's seeing that Ganga Mata is looking at Lord Vishnu, who is also her consort, and smiling, and seeing Lord Vishnu is smiling back at Ganga Mata. Lakshmi Mata does not become any way jealous or overawed by the situation. However, not so for Saraswati Mata. Saraswati Mata, remember in that form of divine Saraswati, she becomes jealous. She is thinking that there is something wrong. She becomes jealous, and jealousy leads to something that is very, very potent, but something that is very dangerous in our lives as well. That is anger. Jealousy leads directly to anger, not so? Can you be jealous without being angry? Some people are jealous, and it leads automatically to that state of anger or dislike or even hatred. So Saraswati Mata becomes angry, and her face becomes red, and she began to speak. And she insisted that, something is wrong with this. She's accusing Lord Vishnu of being partial or biased towards Ganga Mata. If you have 2 children or 2 nieces and nephews, and one of them will say that, them don't like me. She don't like me now, she like the next one better. They will say that, huh? They will feel that that this one is the apple of your eye, and the other one is, the black sheep, or the ugly duckling. The ugly duckling turned into a swan, if I remember the story correctly. I don't know what the black sheep, I don't know. Still bleating, probably. So, one is the black sheep and one is the apple of your eye. Or so they believe, and if you ask each one of them, they will think that the other is being treated in a particular way. So, Saraswati Mata begins to think like this. And she says, "Oh Lord Vishnu, you are very partial to Ganga Mata. You are biased towards her. And this is so to Lakshmi Mata." Now remember, Lakshmi Mata ain't doing anything. She's just a bystander. But sometimes bystanders get shot in the process too as well. In anger, not so? Sometimes bystanders, sometimes the one who are doing nothing and saying nothing, they are the ones who get involved. Unwittingly so as well. Because they just happen to be in the same space or the same area or the vicinity. So she says, you are partial to both Ganga Mata and to Lakshmi Mata. And she goes on to say, "I am very disturbed by this." And hearing Saraswati's words, knowing that she become very angry, he thought for a moment, Lord Vishnu. And he does what any smart person would do. What does he do? He leaves. He leaves. He says, "See this? I gone, yes?" He removes himself from the situation. And he leaves them to sort out their differences, because sometimes that's the best way to deal with a situation. Not all the time, but sometimes. But Lord Hari, Lord Vishnu knows what has to happen. He already knows the sequence of events. So he puts things into place. He leaves that place. And when he had gone away, Saraswati began to abuse Ganga Mata out of anger. And Saraswati is the goddess of language. So she can speak and abuse in a particular way as well. And she says, you know, Ganga Mata, you are the cause. You are the cause of Lord Hari being partial towards you and Lakshmi Mata. And then Lakshmi Mata herself intervened and she said, please stop this. Lakshmi Mata is trying to be the peacemaker. But then what happened? Saraswati Mata, being so upset that someone is there to intervene, she cursed Lakshmi Mata. And she says that you will be born, she says, in your next life, for intervening, for putting yourself in this position, intervening in a dialogue, in a conversation, you will be born into a tree and a river. So Saraswati Mata curses Lakshmi Mata into that and says that you will be reborn so that you will not be able to speak. You will not be able to intervene. In your next life, you will be reborn as a tree. And then Ganga Mata herself, seeing this, she begins to get a little bit ticked off. And she says, "Oh Lakshmi Mata, why have you intervened in this little spot between myself and Saraswati Mata? Why would you want to intervene with someone who is always quarreling and arguing?" And Ganga Mata became very, very angry at this. She became angry for Saraswati Mata cursing Lakshmi Mata. And she says, "Oh dear, as a woman has cursed you to become a river, I too will curse Saraswati Mata." And you see, this is the power of those who have this ability. Their words carry strength. Their words carry power. Their words carry that certain amount of potency. So Ganga Mata, seeing that Lakshmi Mata has been cursed by Saraswati Mata, she also curses Saraswati Mata and says, "Well, you too will be born a river." And then Saraswati Mata say, "Okay, you curse me and say that I will be born a river, so you too will be born a river." So each one of them curse each other and tell them that they will be reborn as a river. Look at Real Janjat here now. Just because of anger, or because of one look, or because of one glance, and the reciprocal of that, just because Lord Vishnu also reciprocated that, each one of them became angry. And when that is the point now that Lord Hari, Lord Narayan, decides that he's going to walk back into the situation after all of this has transpired. And then what happened? Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama,
Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama.
Ayoni Sambhava Kalya Gach Dharma Dvajam Shabho Tatraiva Daiva Doshena Vrikshatvam Chalabheshasi. Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, 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 Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. प्रेम से बोले श्री आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की जय. Bhagwan Shri Vishnu returns to that spot and he observes what has happened. He hears about the curse being uttered by each one of them to each other. And he says, he addresses Lakshmi Mata first. And he says, "Oh Lakshmi Mata, I cannot undo this curse that has been given to you by Saraswati Mata. So, Ayoni Sambhava Kalya. In this age of Kali Yuga, you will be reborn out of a womb. Not from a womb, not from a human birth. You shall be reborn. Gacha Dharma Dwaja Graha Shambhu. In the house of Dharma Dwaj. And you will take the form of Tatreva Daiva Doshena Vrikshatvam, a vriksha, a tree. Chalabhishyasi. And there, Shankachud, and remember last week we went through the Katha of Shankachud and how Tulsi Mata was reborn, or born. He says, Trailokasya Pavani. In the three lokas, in the three worlds, in the heavenly region, the earthly realm, and Patal, you will be that divine purifier. O Tulsi, you will be known as Tulsi. You will be that divine, in this age of Kali Yuga, you will be that divine purifier called Tulsi. So, he tells her that even though you have to bear this curse, you will be that divine tree to whom we pay our respects and our regards even today in this age of Kali Yuga. Because we've always said that she is a representation of Lakshmi Mata, Tulsi Devi. And during the month of Kartik in particular, Tulsi Puja and Tulsi worship, along with Shaligram, remember last week we spoke about the Shaligram Shila, Shaligram stone, Lord Vishnu. Tulsi worship is especially important. It is especially prescribed for those who go through any dosha, any problems that you have, especially females. You worship Tulsi Mata during this period of Kartik. This is why long ago, when we didn't have all these fancy murtis and so on that we have now, all the murtis and so on. Remember long ago we used to have these pictures, just pictures of the deities. And the pictures were glass in front. I don't know how many of you all, the older ones, remember. And it would take masking tape and mask up the edges. And that's what we had. And they would have a piece of string at the back to hang the pictures on. And that's how we did pujas, because we didn't have all these, we weren't trading so much with India. We didn't have any India Fair and India Expo and all of those things that I just say, I see you all there sometimes. When I buy a murti, I'll just be shopping to buy shalwar and gharara and thing. That section, right? Just look for me there, and books. So we didn't have all of those things. So those are the pictures that we would use. And one of the key parts of our worship was Tulsi worship. Tulsi was there for all, Tulsi Mata was there present for all our pujas. She would always be placed on the bedi or just behind the bedi in a nice pot and so on. When we lit our diyas, we light our diyas by the Tulsi tree. And that is how we said our prayer. Now, devotees, many things have advanced, and advancement and change is good. But have we become so elaborate in our rituals and rites that we've forgotten how to be simple? We've forgotten simplicity. The getting up in the morning and offering our jal, and the lighting of our diya, and the worshipping and bowing of the Tulsi tree. Simple things we have sort of neglected, and we've gone on to elaborate pujas, and all of those things are fine. But are we neglecting the simple things that got us here in the first place? Think of it. So this worship was done. So he said that you will be reborn at that tree. And there now, he says, Bharatam, go to Bharat, go to India, O Lakshmi Mata, and become a river, but you will become a river only in parts, not a full river. You know, those of you who do geography, a river has how many courses? 3 courses. The upper course, the middle course, and the lower course. Those who do geography, the upper course includes the source of the river, and the middle course includes most of where people inhabit and so on. And then the lower course, a lot of people inhabit there as well, but that's where the sediments and so on are dropped off. And if you look at the map of India, and when they speak about Bharat, remember, include places like Bangladesh and Myanmar and Afghanistan and Pakistan. Include those areas. That was considered Bharat, Nepal. If you look at the Bengal Delta, if you look at the Bengal Delta is actually where Bangladesh gets its name, the Bay of Bengal. That delta is where Ganga Mata flows and becomes, goes into the various tributaries, and one of that tributaries is called Padma. The Padma, or Padmavati, some people say. The Padma River is part of that. It's that manifestation of Lakshmi Mata. Only that portion, because Lord Vishnu says you will be born only as part manifestation of that river, and part manifestation as the Tulsi tree. And you will be worshipped. And Bangladesh, even though it undergoes a lot of flooding, it has some of the most fertile soil in the world. And this is where we get a lot of our rice and all of these things. So Lakshmi Mata was reborn as that river, Padma, and also as the Tulsi tree. And then he turns to Ganga Mata, and he says, you will have to take incarnation as well in a river, as a river. But when you take incarnation, you will be in that full manifestation. You will be reborn, and you will have that, you will flow through Bharat, or India. You will purify the inhabitants of this land. And those that even take a glance at you, those who take even a drop of you, will be purified. The vilest of sinners will be purified by your touch. And Ganga Mata bows, and she knows that she has to be reborn as this river. And he says, Kalasya phalam bhukshva. O Bharati, O Saraswati, you go and incarnate in Bharat as well. You incarnate in that region of India, and you will be known as Saraswati, the river, in your full amsh, in your full manifestation. Our devotees, where is the Saraswati river today? And this is a lesson that we have to learn from history. The Saraswati river has more or less been dried up. The Vedas speak of the Saraswati river being even greater than the Ganga river, being this massive river that India was purified by. But through thousands of years, it eventually dried up. And this is a lesson for us all. So he says, you go and you be purified. You purify this land of India as well. So he said that all three of his consorts, Lakshmi Mata, in two parts, in the part of the tree and the part of the river, Tulsi tree and the Padma river, Saraswati as herself in the river, and he says, O Ganga Mata, you also will go to India and you will purify this wonderful land. And then he makes a statement that's very, very powerful. Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama,
Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama.
Shantarupaya Suchilasta Pratibeshu Pratidita Tisro Bhaya Sri Shvashta Trayo Bhityashta Bhandatva Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama, Shri Durga Sharanam Mama.
Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Shri Durga Sharanam Mama. Shri Durga Sharanam
Mama. Prem se bole Adi Shakti Jagadamba Mata ki jai. So he says it is forbidden now to have 3 consorts. He said 3 things. If you keep 3 wives, 3 servants, and 3 friends, and if they are of different nature, no good could come of that. 3 wives, 3 servants, and 3 friends. If you keep these 3, but they have different personalities, if you keep them together as close to you, then no good comes of that. You ever find yourself being a peacemaker in the family or among your friends or your siblings? You are the peacemaker. You are the ones, or you're the one who creating the agenda. Which one? Are you the peacemaker? Are you the one? Do you ever find yourself 2 friends can't agree, but because of you, there's lying together or there's stay together? Devotees, he says that is a stressful situation. No good could come of that. And the 3 servants, meaning those who are very close to you and do your bidding. Shri Ram had many advisors, but who is called Ramadut? That one trustworthy person, Hanumanji. So he says that they will create animosity within themselves. So he says, because of that, O Saraswati Mata, you go to Brahmaji. You become the consort of Lord Brahma. And Saraswati Mata went, and she became that consort of Lord Brahma. And Ganga Mata, you become that part consort of Bhagwan Shiva, Lord Shiva. You stay in his jatta, and then he will disseminate you to the earth. So this is why Lord Shiva is said to be the consort of Ganga Mata as well. And he says, O Padma, O Lakshmi Mata, you will be my consort. So each one of the 3 murtis, as we say, the 3 devas, they had their own consorts, their own wives, as we say. And Ganga Mata, to whom we will be performing our worship, represents in this day and age all rivers, all water courses. That she is seated on the jatta of Bhagwan Shambhu represents something. Lord Shiva is called that Jagat Guru, the Guru of the universe. He contains all that knowledge. Ganga Mata represents the pure knowledge from the Vedas, from the heavenly regions. When she comes to earth, she will come in such force that we ourselves cannot or may not be able to handle such a force. You ever get all the knowledge all at once? No, devotees. That's a dangerous thing. If you get everything immediately, it's a dangerous thing. Because we may not have the capacity to understand that. And this is the purpose of a guru. To absorb all that knowledge, to contain it, and to give it to us as our needs require. Lord Shiva represents that. Holds that divine knowledge, all that knowledge, Jagat Guru, and disseminates according to our needs and according to how it benefits us. I've always liked to use the analogy, a doctor cannot prescribe the same medicine for every single person. You have your own little issues to deal with, your predispositions. So the doctor has to prescribe something for you that may be different from someone else. So if you say, you know, I have to go by the Baba, but he tell me I have this gra, and you have that same gra, but you have to do this, and I have to do something different. Maybe the Baba understands your situation a little bit differently. And the Guru may understand that you need something different from someone else. You know, speaking of that, devotees, you know there are some people who like to give themselves gra. I'm just saying. You know, sometimes you would check and you say, listen, things are not going well because you are not doing something right. But we prefer not to say that and blame it on a gra. Poor grass doing nothing, circling on the business on their own, getting blamed for everything. It had to be a gra. So I give myself a yes, Baba. And some of them will not feel, some people will not feel happy until you tell them that they have a gra. Devotees doesn't work so. Sometimes we have to take our own responsibilities. Yes, you take guidance from the astrologers, from astrological readings. And we are pretty good at that here. Give pretty good readings for that. However, that's a guide. Don't go and blame the gra. If you're there Saturday morning and puja is going on and you liming with 10 fellas out the road drinking, and you know you could be planting garden or spending some time with your family or working taxi, and if you choose to do that and things don't go right, who are you going to blame, the gra? No, devotees. Don't give yourself gra. Try not to do that. All right? We have enough problems to deal with. We have gra all over. We have gra in the road, we have gra in government, all kinds of things. So let's not do that, right? So it says that the Guru, Lord Shambhu, will take that knowledge and disseminate to us as we need, as our needs require. So those three consorts, they went to different places. And Lakshmi Mata stayed with Lord Vishnu, and she became part manifestation in the earth as Tulsi, which we will worship as well, and Padma, the river. Now, there's one other shloka that I want that bears some repeating. I wouldn't sing it, we'll just repeat it, time is running out. He says to the river courses, and specifically addresses the water courses. He says, calamities are the cause of the happiness of the embodied beings. In other words, your problems are the cause of your happiness. Think of it. Calamities, problems, they are the cause of your happiness. And how you'll say that? If you think deeply enough, without dangers, no one can understand the true nature of happiness. If you are grown up in a certain lifestyle, then you will not understand what it truly means unless you have something which we call empathy. Empathy. Recently, we had a discussion. Someone asked me, unless someone is in that situation themselves, they will never understand the situation. You think that's true? And I say, no, not necessarily. If you have empathy, if you have that capacity to place yourself in the position of another and feel what they feel and see what they see from their perspective, then devotees, you will understand. But many of us, we lack that capacity, we lack empathy. We lack that ability. We don't put ourselves in the position of another. We see things from only our perspective, living in our own bubble. So he says, calamities are the causes of happiness for all things that are born. Without dangers, you can't truly understand the true nature of happiness. And he makes a statement here. He says, "O fair ones," and he speaks to the rivers. He says, my bhaktas, the saint worshippers of me, the sants, the sadhus, they will perform their ablutions in your waters. They will come and they will pray in your waters, and they will free you of your curse. My bhaktas, my devotees, will free you, O Ganga Mata, O Saraswati Mata, of your curse. And in so doing, you will purify them. It's what we call a symbiotic relationship. This is a very powerful statement. It not only means that we go to Ganga Mata or we go to the sea or to the ocean and to the rivers and we will be purified. Is not only what it means. He says a true devotee will purify the river. They will free you from your curse, from the curse. And how do we do that? A true devotee understands the need to protect the environment and especially protect the water courses. That is our duty given here. You cannot worship, you cannot be a true bhakta, a devotee of God, and have scant respect for the environment, for the rivers, for Dharti Mata, Mother Earth. We cannot call ourselves Hindus and continue to pollute the environment. We cannot do that. We will be known as hypocrites. We cannot just say we're going to carry our murti and just put it in the ocean and wherever it falls, and whoever it affects, it affects. Devotees, we have to start thinking. We cannot just go and say, okay, you know what, I want to do a puja and I want to put up 54 jhandi. And just start to cut down jhandi. And to get one nice straight jhandi, we have to cut down about 12. And we leave it right there. Are we doing a disservice to Mother Nature, to the environment, to the water courses? What we do when we finish with our puja, we take everything on the bedi and we go and we look for the smallest stream because water running now. Baba say water running. And you see me today, we had to break fast because we had to go down by GTA there and line up in the drive-thru. So you know what? We have to get rid of all these things home. So we don't even offer. We what? We throw. It's like, we go in the morning and we throw water. We throw jal. You don't throw jal. You offer jal. So we go and we throw it in the water and we take the bag and we chuck it in the... Chuck. That's a word only Trinidadians all know, right? We chuck it in the railings. And we leave it there. Because why? That's CPEP walk. So it doesn't concern me. Our jhandi, we throw it in the rivers where it piles up. We don't care. Devotees, we have to start being a little more proactive and a little more thought conscious on these things. So what are some ways that we can purify and we can allay this curse of Ganga Mata and the water courses? Several ways. One, when you're brushing your teeth, simple thing. When you're brushing your teeth, you leave the water on and start singing. And brushing all your canines and incisors. And when you're shaving, same thing. You're shaving and the water go on and you just... Or we go in and we flushing the toilets all the time because we like to hear it flush. Or we go and we taking... How many of us like to spend our 45 minutes in the shower? Because we have to rub off all the dirt that God put on we. We have to start thinking. I'm not saying don't bathe clean, Remember that. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is be a little more conscious on how we look at things and how many times we have to go, ask Susanna and Auntie Carmen, how many times we have to pick up half bottle of water, three-quarter bottle of water that we leave after yajna. We take a sip and we leave it right there by the thing. Not so? How many of it we have to look for plants to put them in? And what happens to the plastic? Where does the plastic go? Oh, it goes to recycle. Do you care to recycle? No, because we like to convince ourselves that somehow it goes to be recycled. Devotees, most of the plastics are not recycled. And at home, we can do that. Yes, there are government policies that can be put in place. For example, a recycling policy. But there are recycle bins available. Isn't there one right at the Catholic school right there? Right where Shanti works? There's one right there. Put our plastics, our bottles in one and carry it there. If we consider ourselves Hindus, we can do that. It's easy for us to just offer everything into Kali Bay. Go down Kali Bay and just put everything now. Put cloth, put incense pack, put plastic that the incense pack in, put the bottle that from the, everything. And we don't study that we want to come and prepare 9 nice big lapsi and sohari, 9 big pears, and come during Durga Ashtami and worship and say, oh, Ma, please accept this from me because you go give me some money and thing and make sure things go mature and thing, all right? Or we go to the ocean and we pray to Ganga Mata. And we make these offerings because we want something. We're bargaining with the Lord, but we are not doing what we are supposed to do as true devotees. We have to protect the environment, and they too will purify us. We have to be smarter. We have to understand its effect. It may not affect us, but what about our children and our grandchildren and their children? It will affect us eventually. How many of us now, we can't even go outside and breathe properly? Well, we have Sahara dust. Deforestation is a cause of Sahara dust. So let us try to conserve water in various ways. So what we are going to do now is, for this year, we're seeking donations to put 2 water coolers in the Mandir with these 5-gallon bottles that are, and you walk with your water bottle like this. Well, not exactly like this. If you want like this, we could sort you out too. And you come and you fill how much water you want, and you drink and you carry it home. And you come back. And everybody will say, oh, but that is not how you could do that to people, devotees. We have to start being proactive. And we're going to look at bins for only recyclables, plastic and those things. Because we have to start, we can start at our own home, we can start in our own way. And I have already made a suggestion that policy needs to be put in place that no more toilets like how we have toilets are going to be brought down again. We should put a policy where, they have the short flush toilets. We have a short flush and a long flush, that those should be the only ones that we should be using in our homes now. Little things, then you can change the one that you have. You change the lid and you change the actual inside. You can change the ones like that to have that. Conserve water. And I am an advocate of using metered water use. I actually want that. You know why? Because then we learn how to conserve. However, that being said, we can't have that and big leak going down the road and they don't want to fix going to Calcutta back road there. Or if you're going down south San Fernando and you're passing by Southern Sales there, you just get a nice car wash. Every few months, it takes a few days, you get a free car wash. Just pass under the road there. Government has to do their part as well. Administration has to do our part, but we can do our part as well. So while we go next week and we make our offerings, let us take those little things. Those are the things that we can do every day in our life to assist Ganga Mata, assist the water courses. All right? So don't spend 45 minutes in the shower, right? You spend 15, 20 minutes something. Scrub good, but scrub fast. Prem se bole Shri Ganga Mata ki jai. We'll have one bhajan while our preparations are being made for the Hawa. Bobby sing, sing something, Bobby.
Sound 1, 2. नींद निशानी मौत की उठ कबीरा जाग और रसायन छारी गैर नाम रसायन लाग नींद से अब जाग बंदे राम में अब मन रमा नींद से अब जाग बंदे राम में अब मन रमा निर्गुणा पे लाग बंदे है वही परमात्मा नींद से अब जाग बंदे वो गई है भोर कब से ज्ञान का सूरज रही हर सांस बिरता साई सुमिरन में लगा, साई सुमिरन में लगा। नींद से अब जाग वंदे राम में अब मन रमा। नींद से अब जाग वंदे। कीर न पाए दातु अवसर कर ले अपना तू भला। कीर न पाए दातु अवसर कर ले अपना तू भला। मोह के अफसोस में हाँ, मोह के अफसोस में हाँ, साई सुमिरन में लगा, साई सुमिरन में लगा। नींद से अब जाग वंदे राम में अब मन रमा। नींद से अब जाग वंदे। धार ले सतनाम साखी बंदगी कर ले लगा। धार ले सतनाम साखी बंदगी कर ले लगा। नैन जो उनके कबीरा, नैन को उनसे कबीरा। साई तो अन को चुरा, साई तो अन को चुरा। नींद से अब जाग वंदे राम में अब मन रमा। निर्गुणा पे लाग वंदे है वही परमात्मा। नींद से अब जाग वंदे, नींद से अब जाग वंदे। नींद से अब जाग वंदे।
We now have Havan, so I'll ask Sulan to, we light the Havan Kun. Om Shri Agnaye Namaha.
Offer water. Om Sarva Papaharam Divyam Kangeyam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayadatam Grihana Parameshwaraha. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Gurave Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Agnaye Namaha Swaha. Om Mata Pita Charana Kamalabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha Swaha. Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Om Shri Asalakshmi Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Durgaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Mahakali Matabhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Kalavero Bababhyo Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Radha Krishnaya Namaha Swaha. Om Shri Sita Ramachandraya Namaha Swaha. ॐ श्री सूर्यादिनवग्रहदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ श्री स्थानदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ श्री ग्रामदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ श्री इष्टदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ श्री कुलदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ श्री वास्तुदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ श्री युगदेवताय नमः स्वाहा ॐ प्राणाय स्वाहा ॐ अपानाय स्वाहा ॐ व्यानाय स्वाहा ॐ उदानाय स्वाहा ॐ समानाय स्वाहा ॐ भू स्वाहा ॐ भुवः स्वाहा ॐ स्वाहा स्वाहा ॐ महा स्वाहा ॐ जनः स्वाहा ॐ तपः स्वाहा ॐ सत्यं स्वाहा गायत्री मंत्र ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनां मृत्युर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवताभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा ॐ सर्वदेवता सर्वदेवी ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा.
Devotees, let us please stand for Purnahuti, final offering. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagambhyo Namaha Swaha. More chants? Offer water, everyone. Om Sarva Papa Find the smoke east, west, north, south, up and down. Om Vanaspati Rasodbhuto Agreha Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihyatam. Devotees reach forward, take the blessings of the Havan over body 3 times. Remain standing as we perform Arati. Om Sajam Chavarate Samyuktam Vahina Yojitam Maya Deepam Grihana Devesha Trailokyam Nimrapaham Yani Kani Chapapani Janmanta Kritani Cha Tani Tani Vishanti Pradakshina. Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट
क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश जो जावे फल पावे।
दुख विन से मन का, स्वामी दुख विन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे।
कष्ट मिटे तन का।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहूँ मैं किसकी।
स्वामी शरण गहूँ मैं किसकी।
तुम बिन और न दूजा, प्रभु बिन और न दूजा।
आश करो जिसकी।
ओम जय जगदीश। तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी।
स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर। तुम सबकी स्वामी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता।
स्वामी तुम पालन करता।
करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ, करुणा हस्त बढ़ाओ। शरण परम तेरी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम हो एक अगोचर, सबके प्राणपति। स्वामी सबके प्राणपति। किस विधि मिलो दया में,
किस विधि मिलो दया में।
तुमको मैं
कुमति। जगदीश हरे।
दीन बंधु दुख हरता, तुम रक्षक मेरे। स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे।
अपने हाथ उठाओ,
अपने हस्त उठाओ।
द्वार परम तेरे।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ।
शरण परम तेरी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जय जगदीश हरे।
स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट। क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
प्रेम से बोले उमापति महादेव की जय। प्रेम से बोले आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की। Devotees, we put our hands together, close our eyes and bow our heads. In this age of Kali Yuga, it is our duty to protect those things that we rely on, those things that protect us, those things that serve us. Our family, our friends, our dharma, also our environment. Let us pray. Om Mangalam Bhagwan Vishnu, Mangalam Garudvaja, Mangalam Pundari Kaksha, Mangalaya Tano Hari. मंत्राहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं जनार्दनं यत्पूजितं मया देव परिपूर्णं तदस्व मे कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावत् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देवा ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम लाउड एंड लवली we say जयकार बोले श्री सिद्धि विनायक स्वामी की उमापति महादेव की वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की सियावर रामचंद्र की पवन पुत्र हनुमान की आदि शक्ति जगदम्बा माता की बोलो भाई सब संतन की प्रेम से बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की प्रेम से बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की प्रेम से बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की Devotees place both hands in the air, prostrate our entire beings before the divine. Om Namah Parvati Pate Hara Hara Mahadev. Shubhamastu. Kalyanamastu. Bhagwan's blessings to each and everyone. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them Sitaram. At the back of you, in front of you. Jai Sitaram, everyone.